Hey yo, my name is Ford Mustang Killer KO and welcome to the video. Today I'm bringing you guys the Force Guidance Crystals, or otherwise known as the 8-ball crystals from Star Wars The Galaxy's Edge. I know in my last crystal video I told you guys I was going to hold off on reviewing the two 8-ball crystals that I originally had for later on in the week once I got the new edition Force Guidance crystals, which we will go over and review as well. Little backstory on these. These 8-ball crystals are practically, they were packaged in the original canisters, which I showed before. I have them upstairs. I don't really want to run up there and go get them, but these are the original ones with the cut number 4, and then I think they updated the cut to cut number 2, and they carried over that same cut for the new ones, but these are the original 8-ball crystals. And basically they were packaged in the same canisters. They were, from what I heard, was more rare to get than the actual black crystal. So these are very hard to get. They're actually very pricey. I think I paid double of what these were actually sold for in order to guarantee myself to get an 8-ball crystal. But I bought both of the 8-ball crystals. And then later on, I think like a couple of weeks later, Galaxy's Edge released them in their own canisters where you could just go and buy them and guarantee yourself a Force Guidance crystal. So basically what the difference between the Force Guidance crystals and the regular crystals are, obviously they're still green and red crystals. You can still put them in the lightsaber. You'll still get green and red. But when you put them inside the respective holocrons, that's the word I was looking for. When you put them inside the respective holocrons, they act as a 8-ball. Basically where you would ask it a question and it will give you a yes or no answers. You ask a yes or no question, it will give you a yes or no answer. You shake the 8-ball and then you get a outlook looks good or my sources say no kind of a deal. But this is going to be in the form of Yoda if you put it into the light side crystal, or Darth Vader if you put it in the dark side crystal. So dark side holocron, sorry. So I thought it was actually a really cool concept. We won't really go into, I guess I could just show you the one. I'll show you the newer ones. They're the same quotes because it's the same RFID chip. But we're just going to kind of show the new ones here. So the new packaging crystals, and excuse me if I'm like kind of awkward with this arm. I just got the tattoo finished. So I got like cream and stuff. I don't want to get that all over the place, but we're just going to go over the canisters, kind of how they look a little different. This one, obviously you could see that we have Yoda on the front. Little like, what's that still say? F-O... I used to practice Arabic like almost daily, and I was able to fluently read it. That says crystal. Does that say Force crystal? F-O-C-R-A, no. I don't know. I'll figure out what it says. I'll look that up. Do they say the same thing? Yeah, they say the same thing. If anybody knows what that says, put it in the comments below. I think I'm going to do some research too and figure out what that says, because now it's going to bug me. But obviously you get Yoda on the front of these new ones, these new packaging Force Guidance crystals. They obviously have Yoda on the front, and gold is the first main thing that you guys notice, or I guess that's copper for the canisters. So I guess you could tell the difference. You don't accidentally get mean to buy a regular green one and they hand you one of these, because I think that's more for them when they hand you the crystals. If you say, oh, I want a Force Guidance crystal, they know to grab the one with the bronze so they don't mess it up, which is smart. It also gives them a little unique look to them. So I actually keep these ones. I had them sealed, but I ended up opening them, and I'll show you guys why I ended up opening them in a little bit. But I actually going to keep these ones in the canister and display the original ones. But so you obviously, like I said, you get Yoda. It says Force Guidance Crystal on it there. You get your warning. You get a different message on the back. It says, ask for knowledge, and this crystal will impart guidance through the Force. It can be used with Savvy's workshop, hand-built lightsabers, and holocrons. You get Disney's Galaxy's Edge, a couple copyright, nice little design. Upon opening the crystal, I'll show you guys something new that they implemented. I don't know if you could see it. You might be able to see it. It's right there. There's a little tab on the inside of the crystals now. I wonder if you could... Right there. Yes, for you to actually grab this thing out. And it helps out a lot. So I'm very happy that they implemented that. So here's the crystal. We will go over that in a split second. But there is a paper inside of here. So much like the black Kyber crystal, you get a little cool paper, collector's paper. I will read it to you guys because the writing's kind of small. This crystal will allow you to receive guidance from the light side by Master Yoda. As you seek knowledge and wisdom, ask your question out loud and use the Force to activate the Jedi Holocron to hear Master Yoda's response. But be cautious when placing this crystal in a Sith Holocron, as it may lead you down a dark path. So, cool little collector's paper. Mine's kind of crumpled, which I don't really am fond over, but that's fine. I'll take better care of it now that it's in my hands, so it doesn't get more crumpled. But there's that. Will that stay in there? Yes, it will. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the two crystals. So like I said, this is more of a number 2 cut. So the original one had the number 4 cut, and then I think they changed it to a number 2 cut, and then they carried the number 2 cut over to the new crystals. But you could see that instantly the crystal does look a little bit different. Now, I wasn't going to open it if the crystal wasn't different at all. If the crystal was still the same as this and it was just in a repackaged thing, I was going to leave it sealed. But upon seeing a lot of reviews, these crystals have like a glitter texture to them almost. And it's kind of hard to see on camera. I'm kind of glad I have a really good, well, I don't have the new iPhone anymore. The 12 just came out, but I have the 11. So it picks it up a little bit better, but you could kind of see compared next to each other that it's kind of like a glittery texture. It's more of a matte than a gloss. This is more of a glossy color. This is more of a matte color, but it's got some glitter inside of it. And yeah, it's basically the only difference between them. They have the same voice lines and then a repackaged canister. So like I said, they both read the same way. I'll kind of show you guys how they work. Same way as the other crystals where you would activate the holocron. I was going to move this upstairs so I could do it in the dark, but we already took a look at what it looks like. Crystal in there, lights up green, and then like before, you just ask it a yes or no question. For instance, is today going to be a good day? Oh, I can't do this with 2 hands.
In harmony with the Force, your path is.
I take that as a yes. Is today going to be a good day? I don't think it reads like that. I think you have to do it like that.
Meditated on this question, I have. My answer is no.
No. So today's not going to be a good day. Great. Glad to hear. But yeah, basically just yes or no questions. We'll hear a couple of responses.
Always in motion is the future. You must unlearn what you have learned.
We'll try it again. Should I have a bowl of cereal after this? I'm really hungry.
Yes. The Force will be with you.
Okay, cool. I'm getting a bowl of cereal after I film this video. But that's basically it for the Master Yoda one. Like I said, just basically basic yes or no questions. And then kind of just gives you a little, guidance, as you will, towards it. We'll take a look at the Vader one now. So here's, like I said, the original Vader. We'll get this one opened. Same thing for this one, except you got Vader. The writing is a little bit different. It's a little differently organized on there. On the back of here, ask for knowledge, and this crystal will impart guidance through the Force. It can be used to Savvy's workshops, hand-built lightsabers, and holocrons. So same message as the Yoda one. The bottom here will unscrew. Again, you get a little tab. Something that I did find interesting is there's still a black paper in there. So I don't know if it's been confirmed if you could possibly pull a black crystal in this or not. My guess would be yes, because there'd be no other reason why they would package it with a black film or the black construction paper in it. If it wasn't possible to get the black crystal in there, I would think if it's going to be a guaranteed crystal like this, they wouldn't have bothered to put that in there. But we'll see. Hopefully, as these get more and more sold and as the parks open back up and more people go, it could be confirmed that somebody pulls a black crystal. But as far as I've seen, nobody's done it yet. So we do still get a paper on this one. This one's black with red writing. And we have this crystal will allow you to receive guidance from the dark side by Darth Vader. As you seek the power of the dark side, ask your question out loud and use the Force to activate the Sith Holocron to hear Lord Vader's response. If you feel a call to the light, place this crystal in a Jedi Holocron to help you find your way. So that one's a cool little gimmick. And then again, we'll take a look at both of these next to each other. So you could see a little bit better on the red than you could on the green, in my opinion, about the texture almost. It's a little bit, like I said, more matte, and you got some glitteriness inside of it. So yeah, you could see really, really good with the red. Oh, FedEx is bringing me a package. Cool. So yeah. Again, same cut as the second, or as the first one. So we can take a look at these both next to each other, just so you guys could see them. And I thought it was going to be actually a new cut, but like I said, I have all the cuts for the reds, and I laid them all next to each other, and this is indeed the same cut as cut 2. So just a fun little teaser for you guys, or whatnot. I don't know what you want to call it. It's early for me, you guys. So let's go ahead and open up the Sith Holocron. Let's listen to Vader giving us some answers here. Oop, turned it off. There we go. So yes or no question. I keep spinning it. There we go. Should I get a bowl of cereal after this?
You will pay the price for your lack of vision.
Oh, I guess I didn't ask it well enough. Should I get a bowl of cereal after this?
It is useless to resist.
So I'm guessing it's a yes.
As you wish.
That's also a yes.
Failure awaits you. I have foreseen it.
That's a no. So just like we did with the Yoda, we'll hear a couple of responses.
All is possible for one who commands the Force.
That's a yes. So that's pretty much it. Let's turn this guy off. Grab the crystal out again so we can take a look at them next to each other. That's basically it for the Force Guidance crystals. I think it's a really cool concept that they went ahead and took upon themselves to kind of repackage them into their own canisters, because they are kind of, I wouldn't say separate of what the other crystals are, because they kind of all do the same thing, but it's along a different aspect. So it's a kind of a different way you can integrate your holocrons, rather than just hearing somebody's talking through them. You can actually get answers to questions, which is actually, I think, is really cool. So I do like the whole repackaged idea. And like I said, they were kind of hard to get, so it's kind of cool that you can guarantee go and buy them, and it helps collectors complete their collection a little bit more. But that would be it for today's video on the 8 balls. Not as long as the other one, but pretty simple. And like I said, I'm going to put them in their own video. Now that I completely went through all of my regular Kyber crystals, I'm going to go ahead and review the custom Kyber crystals that I started picking up. So stay tuned for those. I also have more lightsabers coming in as well for review. So as always, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. That way you guys can get instantly alerted when the collection grows and as I reveal more and more of my collection to you guys. Hopefully, thinking I wanted to do it by the end of the year, but I invested money elsewhere, which I'll go into as well. But hopefully by early next year, I will have the complete collection. I'm just waiting for Michael to give me a go to send him 2 more lightsabers that I need. One needs fixed and one needs to be installed. So I'm waiting for his green light to do those. I'm pretty soon going to get one of the orders that I ordered from Corbanth a while ago. So collection's still going to be growing. Like I said, make sure you guys are subscribed to keep up to date with everything. And I will catch you guys in the next video for Mustang Kill KO signing out. Peace.